increased calls for improved funding for enhanced performance in ministries, departments and agencies resonate at budget defense. Efforts by Nigerian Navy to curb crude oil theft, piracy and other crimes in the maritime environment yield positive results. Plus, Akwa Ibom State Governor Umoino commits to empowering widows of fallen heroes. Hello and welcome to our news at this time. My name is Victoria Achibo. This broadcast is reaching you live on StarTimes channel 103 and our social media platforms on Facebook and YouTube. And now to the details of our news. Governor of Akwa Ibom State Umoino has directed the Ministry of Women Affairs to collaborate with the Humanitarian Affairs Ministry to include widows of fallen heroes into all government empowerment programs. This was at the 2025 Armed Forces Remembrance Day, where 150 million naira was donated to widows. Government House correspondent Kelvin Samuel has details.
The annual event celebrates the sacrifices and gallantry of the nation's armed forces and to honor the memory of those who died in line of duty.
Appreciate the governor of Akwa Ibom State who made us happy because we feel at home. The widows, we know how we suffered after the death of our husbands. How to maintain the children for.
Governor in his speech appreciated the effort of the armed forces in protecting the territorial integrity of the country to ensure unity and peace for all. He calls on leaders across board to do all they can to ensure that those left behind by the fallen heroes have no regrets.
Have we done enough to correspondingly show our appreciation for their heroism and sacrifices? Are the issues that led to the conflicts that claimed their lives resolved? Are we living in a truly united, fair and equitable nation where opportunities abound for everyone? Are we the leaders doing all we can to run an inclusive, forward-looking government where the issues and concerns of the people form the motivating impulses of our engagement? These are questions we should ponder on as we honor the services of our patriotic and brave men and officers of the Nigerian Armed Forces.
High point of the event were the laying of the wreath, the symbolic release of pigeons and signing of the condolence register. In Uyo, Kelvin Samuel, NTA News.
Meanwhile, for more than 2 hours, Nigerians again turned their energies to various cenotaphs across the 36 states and 774 local government headquarters in an effort to honor the supreme sacrifice of Nigerian military men and women. In the special report, Clement Bariku digs deep to unravel why Nigerians should celebrate the military beyond January 15, the Armed Forces Remembrance Day.
Since the colonial period, Nigerian soldiers, sailors and airmen have found themselves in the line of duty to defend their nation and other countries, with many never to return home. Recall that some military officers and men paid the ultimate price for Sierra Leone and Liberia to have peace. Also, from world wars to this day of insurgency, banditry and kidnapping across the country, thousands of Nigerian soldiers have died. The 2.5 years of Nigerian civil war, according to records, allegedly cost Nigeria the loss of about 100,000 military casualties. The Armed Forces Remembrance Day, celebrated on January 15, is therefore a call for sober reflection. Beyond the wreath-laying ceremony and the release of pigeons, it is a time to acknowledge and honor our fallen heroes, no matter where they lie in communities across the country or around the world, particularly in Africa, where some lost their lives in peacekeeping, peace enforcement, and perhaps post-conflict peace-building efforts. For some families who have lost loved ones and can still hear their voices, the Armed Forces Remembrance Day is every day.
We always pray that God should not allow a war to come back to Nigeria.
Then I will only say to Nigeria, let us have mind to love one another in this terrible generation, not to panic and to destroy anywhere, so that the people continue to reign in Nigeria. As we fight for one Nigeria will continue.
Our enemy too much. Then they teach us, when they give money to you and they go carry money chop. Make them move us for enemy tanker.
Come and see the thatch house where I built. Now it don't fall down. My children, some of them passing or they graduate from university. Now they can't see any work to do. They are living and I still they feed them. With the money they give to me is not sufficient.
Some are of the opinion that 15th January can only have the desired impact and its essence achieved when leaders at all levels and citizens tune their minds and reflect on the very fabric that binds the country together as a nation in their daily dealings. Clement Barikui, NTA News.
More stories will come your way shortly after this time out. Please stay.
Water is life. Aqua Cardinali Water provides the highest quality drinking water. Aqua Cardinali Water is owned by the Catholic Diocese of Uyo, produced and packaged by Cadicem Enterprises Nigeria. It is available in 19 liters dispenser jar, 60 cl sachet, 50 cl and 75 cl table water. Visit Aqua Cardinali Water at number 34 Dominic Utuk Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Drink Aqua Cardinali Water, certified by NAFDAC and Standard Organization of Nigeria. Call 0903-288-2958. Aqua Cardinali Water. Drink pure. Stay healthy.
Welcome to Prisma International Hotels, located at number 5 Efangosanga Street, Afarafort, off a back road, Uyu. When it comes to hospitality industry, nothing compares with comfort, exquisite services, and top-of-the-world security. These are what make Prisma Hotels a household name. At Prisma Hotels, you are assured of lavishly furnished, spacious rooms and suites with complimentary breakfast, top-class blue sea swimming pool, VIP and poolside bars, as well as restaurant where African and continental dishes are served at pocket-friendly rates. These are not all. There is high-speed internet service, closed-circuit television, spacious car park, 24-hour power and water supply, sparkle laundry and dry cleaning services, and above all, combat-ready security operatives. So whenever you are in Uyo or you are a resident in Uyo, capital city of Akwa Ibom State, make Prisma Hotels number 5 Efangosanga Street, Afarafort, off a back road Uyo your choice, and you will cherish the experience. For bookings and inquiries, please call 081-3166-6660 or 0915-509-9989. Prisma International Hotels, hospitality par excellence.
Welcome back to the rest of our stories. Appeals for improved funding for enhanced performance resonated across committee rooms of the National Assembly as more NDAs appear for budget defense. National Assembly correspondent Lami Ali brings us a compilation of various meetings with ministers and heads of agencies.
The new permanent secretary, State House, made his first appearance before the Senate Committee on Special Duties to discuss the 2024 budget performance and the 62 billion naira projections for 2025, which he says is inadequate.
The sum of 36.9 billion roughly is for capital projects. This sum is substantially lower than what was available in the 2024 budget. Most of the other activities, actually, we noticed that there's a reduction And I fear that this may, inadvertently affect the operations of the State House.
So we want you to go back and prepare a brief of all the capital projects under State House that is ongoing, and then the level of completion and of performance in using the budget balance.
Similar complaints came up at the Budget Defense meeting between the Senate Committee on FEMA and the Works Ministry, where underfunding was noted as a challenge for maintenance of roads.
Yearly budgetary allocation to the agency is grossly inadequate to cater for the enormous task of maintaining our extensive network of roads, particularly the federal roads, which will require over 700 billion.
One of the cardinal objectives of this administration through the Renewed Hope agenda is about restoring the confidence of Nigerians in governance, bringing about development and prosperity. And roads are very critical to the attainment of this noble objective.
The Federal Ministry of Justice and other agencies in the legal sector took turns before the Senate Committee on Justice and made demands towards achieving efficient justice delivery.
It should be noted that the effect of our interventions in this sector have multiplier effects, which will promote peace and security, economic growth, and social justice. 121 billion plus. Distinguished senators are kindly requested to note that this total sum is inclusive of the allocations to National Drug Law Enforcement Agency.
Minister of State Foreign Affairs in the Budget Defense engagements with House of Representatives Committee made a case for enhanced funding in 2025.
The budgetary constraints make it very difficult for officers in those missions abroad to undertake such consular visits.
At another committee budget defense session, Ministry of Arts, Culture and Creative Economy appealed for better staff welfare to further project the nation's rich heritage.
An agency has the capability of selling one single item or one piece of art to generate $1.2 million.
The minister of the newly created Ministry for Livestock Development, while at the Senate, noted areas of priority as the sector kickstarts activities in 2025.
We think that along the line, we will get some special allocation because of the criticality of this ministry and the concerns of Mr. President about the transformative nature that we need to bring to bear on the livestock sector.
Advocacy is very key to avoid unnecessary misconception.
The objectives of the Nigerian Navy Operation Delta Sanity 2 to checkmate crude oil theft, sea robbery, piracy and other crimes within the maritime environment of the country is yielding positive results. This is as the Navy Forward Operating Base for Mosul in Brass Council area of Bayelsa State pirates 2 suspected sea pirates with over 10 assorted ammunition. Baratu Akpere has more.
President Bola Tinubu's drive to reduce insecurity in the Niger Delta region received a boost with the continuation of the Operation Delta Sanity 2 by the Chief of Naval Staff. Barely a month after the flag-off, the Navy Forward Operating Base for Mosul in Brass Council area of Bayelsa State launched a dawn raid at a sea pirates camp in Fununu area of Brass, where they were held in a gun duel for over 30 minutes before overpowering the sea robbers, leading to the arrest of 2 suspects and over 10 assorted ammunitions, including 1 AK-56 assault rifle, 3 locally fabricated guns, 5 pump-action guns, 1 foreign double-barrel gun, 68 rounds of NATO version ammunitions, amongst others.
The objective of the operation is to checkmate crude oil theft, pipeline vandalism, smuggling, sea robbery, and piracy, other crimes within the maritime environment of the country. This is fundamentally with a view to increasing the crude oil production of the country.
Commanding Officer Forward Operating Base for Mosul, Captain Ifeanyi Chukwu Mabioku, says while many criminals fled with gunshot injuries, the Nigerian Navy will continue to conduct such sting operations to resist and arrest criminals desperate to undermine the peace of the country.
These pirates, sea robbers, as well as kidnappers used the assaulted camp as an encampment from where they launched their attack on the innocent seafarers. I make bold to state that the deactivation of the Pirates/Sea Robbers camp, as well as the arrest made and the recovery of the enumerated weapons, is a testament to the Nigerian Navy's resolve and commitment to drastically reduce maritime-related crimes within the country's maritime domain to the barest minimum.
The Nigerian Navy Operation Sanity 2 has brought relative peace and security in the area, as well as brought illegal bunkering and trade on the waterways to the barest minimum. From Formoso in Brass Council area of Bayelsa State, Baratwaipre Awe, NTA News.
And still on security-related matters, the Akwa Ibom State Police Command has recovered 4 stolen firefighter trucks belonging to the State Fire Service. The trucks were allegedly diverted and leased to multinational companies in Port Harcourt by suspected staff of the service. Clement Barikwi has details.
Investigations, according to the Commissioner of Police, Baba Azari, revealed that each of the fire equipment was leased to multinational companies in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, at 140,000 naira per day in a deal struck since 2021. Following credible information, 4 of the suspects who are alleged staff of the service were arrested and the trucks recovered.
The 4 suspects arrested in the case will be charged to court soon, while the trucks will be released to the government to continue to serve the good people of the state, while we continue to look for others at large.
Also paraded at the maiden media briefing by the Commissioner of Police were 2 suspects allegedly responsible for the kidnap of a director in the State Ministry of Justice and his niece.
We are police, come out.
In the rescue operation, which video went viral recently, the police claimed 2 of the kidnappers were neutralized.
When they reached road, they dropped me at Afarabong Junction. Say I should go, as when I start to they drag them. Say why una they do una uncle like this? Them fakes drop me, I go my way.
They kept me in Sokawe pit. I think that has been the fastest rescue operation by the police.
A case of sodomy involving a 13-year-old child who was reportedly raped repeatedly for about 3 years by 4 different men was also in the list of 19 top breakthroughs by the police in the last 1 month.
Investigation revealed that Okudili Okeke was recruited into sodomy and has had anal sex with several men in the state. This is a crime against humanity and will therefore not be tolerated.
CP Azari is promising residents of Akwa Ibom State that the police under his watch has initiated robust strategies that will ensure no criminally minded persons go unpunished. Clement Barikui, NTA News.
We pause here for another break. The news continues shortly. Don't be rude.
The Nigerian Television Authority, Channel 12 Uyo, your dependable station, is grateful to our esteemed clients who partnered with us in 2024. We appreciate the following partners in no particular order: Akwa Ibom State Government, Head of Service Akwa Ibom State Civil Service, Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, Akwa Ibom State Judiciary, Ministry of Information and Strategy, Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Welfare, Ministry of Culture and Tourism, Uyo Capital City Development Authority, Itu Local Government Council, Federal Ministry of Water Resources, 2 Brigade Nigerian Army in Biokoro, Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria Police Force, Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, Federal Road Safety Corps, National Youth Service Corps, Akwa Ibom Reconciles, Yarima Idemien, Directorate of Reorientation of Mosien and Office of Defense Staff, Pharmaceutical Council of Nigeria, Uyo Council, Association of Public Administration of Nigeria, Institute of Corporate Leadership of Mentorship, Uyo, University of Uyo Teaching Hospital, Free Medical Outreach by V for That Medical Services, Rotary Clubs in Akwa Ibom State, Mary Slezo Akanglo Foundation, Nigerian Christian Bible College, First Mark Bible Institute, Uyo, University of Uyo, Fortune Schools, Uyo, King's Kid Schools, Uyo, Top Fed Schools, Mpata, Beulah Schools, Uyo, Wells International Schools, Nsurubium, Cradle TV, Grace Family Season of Grace, Grace for Change, Vision Spire Ministry, True Vine Church, Redeemed Christian Church of God, Redemption Way, Four Square Gospel, Religion and Life, Full Life Christian Center, Power City International, Christ Embassy, Roseville Hotel, Prisma Hotel, J. Claire Hotel, Globacom, Star Times, Memory Sprint, Champion Breweries PLC, Aqua Cardinali Water, Mela Table Water, Georgian Water, Westline Water, Kima Cakes, Honorable Seme Yibio, Senator Anie Kanbasi, Right Honorable Unyimidem, Apostle Dr. Udemu Udofia, Dr. Engineer Ekerabong Udofia, Archbishop Emai. We wish you a prosperous 2025. NTA Channel 12 Uyo, your dependable station.
Good to know you're still there and now on sports. The 2024-2025 Nigeria Women Football League has commenced across various centers. Defending champions Edo Queens took on Abia Angels at the Samuel Okwemudia Stadium in Benin City. Correspondent Ijoma Peter Wante is here with the details.
Just few days after the unveiling of the Super Eagles head coach by the Nigerian Football Federation, NFF, attention now shifts to the Nigerian Women's Football League as the much-anticipated 2024-2025 season is set to commence Wednesday with thrilling matchups across various centers. After the long wait, now comes that time for actions to resume in various centers of the NWFL, with the fixtures now set and the biggest of the opening week arranged for Benin City, with defending champions Edo Queens facing off Abia Angels at the Sam Obemudia Stadium. The 2024 Abridged League season will see 16 teams competing in two groups, as the new season comes with extra significance for clubs as they challenge for spots in the inaugural 2026 FIFA Women's World Cup, as well as compete for glory in the Wafubi regional qualifiers in the light of securing tickets to the 2025 CAF Women's Champions League finals.
The league is starting now. We want more publicity, more encouragement, and more sponsors.
There's so much progress, but there is still a lot that is required for us to, be at par with the best, not just in Africa, but world over, because we have our players everywhere in the world and they are doing very well.
In Group A, Ekiti Queens welcome Heartland Queens at the Oluyemi Kayode Stadium, while Confluence Queens take on Remo Stars Ladies as Nasarawa Amazons will clash with Danas Ladies at Lafia City Stadium, with all matches scheduled for a 4 p.m. kickoff. In Group B, Rivers Angels will square off against newly promoted Ibom Angels as newcomers Benue Queens will make their top flight debut against Robo Queens as Bayelsa Queens hosts Delta Queens in Yenagoa. It is expected that dignitaries drawn from various sectors, including the NFF President Ibrahim Gusso, amongst other football stakeholders, are expected to grace the opening match, which will be live on NTA Sports Channel on Start Times, with the studio opening at 5:30 p.m. ahead of the game. With sports updates, Ijoma Peter Wante, NTA News.
To end the news, another look at the major stories. There have been increased call for improved funding for enhanced performance for ministries, departments, and agencies at the 2025 budget defense. Efforts by Nigerian Navy to curb crude oil theft, piracy, and other crimes in the maritime environment have yielded positive results. You also heard in the news that Akwa Ibom State Governor Moino has committed to empowering widows of fallen heroes. Thanks for being a part of our bulletin this morning.